Hello, everybody. Welcome and namaste. If you're new to my channel, my name is Inquire and I read tarot. If you're not new to my channel, then you know who I am, you know what I do, and you know why you're here, period. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm always grateful. So welcome to today's reading. This is going to be for the month of May 2021. What blockages will you be experiencing that are standing in between you and your manifestation, if any, because some of you may not experience blockages this month, but for those of you that do and that probably will, this is for you. And you guys know how I get down. It's going to be broken down in order of the elements. So we're going to do, let's start with earth signs, and we're going to do earth signs, air signs, water signs, fire signs, most likely in that order. If you're interested, follow me over to the next side and we're going to get into it. Okay, earth signs, so this is for you. This is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What will be blocking you from your manifestations in the month of May 2021? We have emerge and seeing things for what they are. Give it the time it needs at the back. So I see that what's blocking you guys, it feels like a lack of patience, first of all. With this give it the time it needs, I feel like you guys are putting work into growing something. It looks like it's the beginning stages of something. This could be a project, this could be a relationship, this could be anything that you're manifesting, but whatever your manifestation is, it looks like it's in the developing stages, and you guys are putting in the work, but I feel like you guys are almost rushing it. Like you're ready for it to come now. And I feel like it needs some time. Spirit is saying divine timing is at work in your manifestation. You just got to give it the time it needs to grow and develop. We have emerge. And I feel like this represents the manifestation. Like something is sprouting from the ground. It's manifesting in the physical, right? But we have see things for what they are, and I feel like some of you guys will be tapping into a sort of awakening or some type of download from spirit, or getting just some type of change in your perspective that allows you to see things clearly, first of all, but see things a little differently than maybe you have been in the past. I feel like for some of you, you guys are seeing that maybe you're emerging now, you as a person, or this business venture or this new project or whatever this is for you. But I feel like you guys are seeing things for what they are, in the sense that things are going to be making a lot more sense for you in the month of May. And I think the fact that whatever this is needs some time, that will also make more sense for you in the month of May. All right, so let's get some Moonology and let's see what's coming out for the earth signs. All right, let's see. All right, what will be blocking the earth signs in the month of May? We have adjustments are required. Yeah, this feels like what I was talking about, the adjustments in your perspective or how you see things currently. I feel like right now the way you guys are looking at it is maybe you're noticing the lack of your manifestation instead of the abundance of it, instead of the development or the growth of it, or the fact that it is coming into fruition, but maybe it's happening a little slower than you'd like. But I feel like what's needing to be adjusted, as well as your perspective, is the patience factor. You guys are needing to be, like, I feel that patience is a virtue for the earth signs. Interestingly enough, earth signs love the element of stability. So maybe you guys are manifesting more stability and you feel like it's not happening fast enough, but I do feel like it is happening. It just needs some more time to fully come about in the way that you need it to. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So I feel like you guys are holding on to, maybe that's what I was talking about, like that lack perspective, right? You're looking at the absence of what you want versus the actual presence of it. It is present, it just hasn't physically manifested yet, right? It's present in the spiritual world, because as above, so below. So I feel like you guys are noticing the lack, or you guys are just focused on like the negative aspects of what you're trying to manifest. And in the month of May, you're gonna need to change your perspective. You're gonna need to release whatever negativity you're holding on to that's keeping you guys in this stagnant place. Maybe this is why your manifestation needs some time, because you need some time to shift whatever is going on inside of your inner world. That's a message. Okay, guys. So we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon and Leo at the back. And some of you guys could be experiencing pride when it comes to releasing whatever this negativity is. Maybe you feel like you know, your way is the best way, or the way your perspective is good enough as it is right now. But Spirit is saying that we need a little bit of change going on. We need some adjusting going on for the earth signs. But I do feel like when it comes to your manifestation, it's interesting because we have full moon in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun really represents like abundance, growth, your manifestations coming to fruition, right? And I feel like when it comes to your manifestations in the month of May, the fact that I said what would be like almost like a blockage in your way, it says don't let pride get in your way. So I feel like for some of you guys, and then under that we have prosperity lies ahead. That's nice. So I feel like for some of you guys, pride is going to be a theme for you in the month of May as well, as far as blockages for your manifestation. So be mindful of that for some of you guys. I feel that. All right, let's get into it. What is the message? We have 8 of Wands. So we have movement. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is negative thinking that you guys developed over time, or like just because if you look, we have movement and then something is right in front of the movement, and it's the 6 of Cups in reverse. It's like old patterning from the past, or old wounding or trauma from the past. But whatever this is, I think this is the negativity that you're needing to release, something from the past. This could be thought patterns or belief systems that you've developed over time, or this could even be just pain and trauma that you're allowing to get in your way in the month of May. But let's see. What else do we have? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yep. I felt that. That's the lack. I feel like you guys picked up a pattern of lack from your past. Over time, you've developed like this perspective of lack, and that's what's blocking the movement in the month of May. You guys see yourself as the victim. You guys are noticing what you don't have. And then I see High Priestess and the Hierophant. Whoa. Okay, cool. So at the back, we have the 10 of Swords. This is telling me that it is a mental thing. It is about your thoughts. It is about your belief systems. It is about the subconscious mind. I feel like you guys are going to be putting an end to a very tough cycle of negative thinking and negative patterning in the month of May, this month. This 10 of Swords really feels like an ending to a cycle of negative belief systems or negative thinking, right? And replacing it with more loving thoughts or more positive thoughts or more abundant thoughts. To me, this reminds me, I know this is like the reflector cards, guys, so bear with me. I hope you can see. But this reminds me of like, you know how someone says, or the saying goes, my cup runneth over, meaning like you're abundant, you have everything you could ask for. I feel like once you put an end to this cycle of how you think, how you see things, your perspective that's more on the negative side, your cup will start to run over. You will start to see the abundance overpour in your life, because the only thing that's been blocking it is how you've been thinking about it. It's very much, yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles underneath that. It's like your cup runneth over, and then you get the manifestation of whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you've been putting in the work for, whatever it is that you've been really trying to stand up and go towards. But I do feel like you guys have been getting in your own way. So let's get into this part of the spread. So we talked about this 8 of Wands and how I feel like what's blocking it is the 6 of Cups in reverse, which represents patterning. In this spread, to me, it feels like patterning that you picked up. This could even be from like childhood, from seeing like your family or your parents or just people around you, how they spoke about their manifestations, and whatever belief systems you picked up from them. It looks like it's been centered around lack. It's been centered around noticing what you don't have, noticing how you're a victim of your circumstances and things of that nature. And I feel like that's what Spirit, because we have the 8 of Pentacles and then we have the High Priestess. I feel like this is what Spirit is telling you that you need to work on in the month of May. Your thinking, how you see things, your perspective, the negativity that you've been carrying, right? And this is about like, this represents the Hierophant, your belief systems. Let me do it this way for you guys. I hope you can see. So your belief systems, your inner core values, things of that nature. And I feel like that is what really needs to be adjusted here. Your perspective on what you value, how you see it, your belief systems about that. And once you guys put an end to that, your cup will start to runneth over, so to speak. So let's get some manifestation cards and let's see what the advice is for the month of May for the earth signs. Oop, we got highest expression, fulfilling life purpose, soul contract, destiny, co-creating with universe, bliss, knows worth. Then we have future you now. You already are that person, deserving. You have arrived, bucket list, achieving your dream. At the back, we have inner peace, clearing past/ancient trauma, physical, mental, and spiritual practices, love, inner child. I was just talking about how I feel like it came from like your childhood, and it's like things you picked up. And I feel like this is like past patterning or past trauma/ancient trauma, right? But it looks like the advice for you guys is to invoke the highest expression, which is always unconditional love. But I feel like right now, Spirit is wanting you to know that you are on the path to fulfilling your life's purpose. Whatever this is that you are manifesting, it is very much in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to have, and where you're supposed to be in life. But the future you now really feels like, to me, knowing that it's like I was saying in the beginning of your reading, that even though it has not physically manifested, all things are present right now because it exists spiritually before it comes into the physical expression of itself, right? So I feel like you're envisioning a future version of yourself that has all of these manifestations, and you're needing to see that version of you as yourself right now, right? Because that's not separate from you. You are that version of you that has all those things. You just need to, first of all, believe it. And second of all, change your perspective on how you see your situation. So that's bringing in more of that inner peace, whatever that means to you. And for some of you guys, this could mean physical movement, such as yoga, even martial arts. For some of you guys, I'm noticing his stance, but that's a message for somebody. So that is what I have for the earth signs. Things need time. They're going to take some time, but you guys got this. Work on your perspective in the month of May. Work on, coming out of that negativity and viewing things as so distant from you, because they really are you now. You just have to tap into it. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're going to watch for any of the other signs, you can join me next. If not, I love you and namaste. Okay, air signs. This is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. If there are any blockages for you in the month of May, what do you need to be aware of? We have see with eyes of love, and I am connected to the earth. So first of all, I'm feeling major grounding in the month of May. Finding balance. Yeah, you see, that's crazy. All right, guys. So in the month of May, for the air signs, your biggest roadblock for your manifestations seems to be staying grounded and finding some type of inner balance. So I feel like with the see with eyes of love, this is pertaining to your manifestations. So maybe you guys are looking at your manifestations from a very unbalanced way. You guys are probably sending mixed energy, which is why your manifestations are being blocked from you, because it's like you can't have thoughts for your manifestation and then thoughts against your manifestation at the same time, because then you just delay it. You're sending mixed energy out into the universe, right? And so when you start to send one clear, concise signal, the universe will then grant you what it is that you're looking for. But we have I am connected to the earth, and this is what I was talking about, that big like grounding energy, feeling really connected, feeling really balanced, because this is a good way to find inner balance and to find inner peace by grounding, by staying connected to Mama Gaia. But I feel like that's what you guys are going to need to do in a month of May in order to bring in the manifestations, to make them come in like faster or sooner. Let's see. It is all for a reason. So I feel like you guys are unbalanced or ungrounded because you're not understanding maybe why things are being slowed down or why things are happening the way they are. But Spirit is wanting you to know that it's all happening the way it's happening for a reason. Maybe that's what you're needing to see. You're needing to see your situation with eyes of love, because maybe you're seeing it right now with eyes of concern or worry, and Spirit is wanting you to not do that, because at the end of the day, it is your perspective that gets you to basically manifest the abundance or the manifestation that you're looking for. Let me give you an example. So let's say, I love this example. You have two women in a supermarket, right? And both of them are looking to manifest a connection with a person. But one is not seeing with eyes of love. She's seeing with eyes of irritation that day, right? And then the other woman, she happens to be in a really good mood. So she's seeing everything through eyes of like Venetian kind of energy, like beauty and like, delight. And so the first woman, who's a little agitated, she bumps into this man, And, you know, he apologizes and he tries to make amends, and she just brushes him off because she's just irritated. And then the second woman, you know, he bumps into her accidentally because he's clearly clumsy. And, you know, she's like, oh, and then they look at each other, they make eye contact, she smiles, he smiles, and boom, manifestation happens. Now, both of these women could have manifested this connection, but why did one manifest it and not the other? Because the perspective of one was more tuned to the manifestation than the other one's perspective. Do you follow? So seeing with eyes of love is very, very important when it comes to bringing in those manifestations, guys, because if you're not tuned to the opportunities around you, you could miss it. Period. All right, so air signs, let's see what Moonology has to say about your blockages in the month of May. All right. What is the energy? Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, now we have a fiery climax approaches. We have work through your fears at the back. Okay, air signs. So I was saying you guys could be seeing, you know, through eyes of worry or concern, but it looks like you guys are looking with fearful eyes instead. And that's okay. I feel like you guys need to put more focus into the practicality of your manifestation. For you guys, this feels more business related. For some of you, this could be romance related, but I do feel like for most of you, this is talking about a project or a new venture that you're looking to launch or to start. But you're needing to be more practical about it. Maybe focusing on the details, which is a very earth sign-like thing to do, right? Focusing on the details of it all. Being grounded in your project will help you get through this month. And we have a fiery climax approaches. And this to me feels like you guys really reaching the peak of seeing things through like fearful eyes, right? Maybe over time it starts to build up and it becomes too much. And I feel like this is the climax that comes in. It's like, it almost feels like a tower, right? Like you guys over worry yourselves about this to the point where you manifest a tower moment for yourself to kind of almost bring you back into that balance. But let's see. I want to see what's at the back here. Your hard work is paying off. So I do feel that you guys are putting in the work for this manifestation. And this is new moon in Capricorn. So this feels like a new, again, like a new project or a business venture because Capricorn rules the 10th house. So that's like, you know, your career and stuff like that. But for you guys, I feel like whatever this is that you're looking to bring into your physical experience right now, you're needing to tune your vision to a different frequency, more of a loving frequency, because the work you're putting in is paying off. But are you noticing it? Are you even for the air signs, are you taking time to give yourself like the recognition and the kudos and the congrats that you need for putting in the work? That's a message. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. All right, we have the World. We have, whoa, the Hierophant. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which I like. And we have the Two of Wands, very nice. And the Sun at the back. Yeah, guys, this right here is telling me it's time to, yeah, with this Four of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you guys are doing you're going to be doing a lot of thinking. And maybe this is what this is. I felt like in the month of May, air signs, your natural tendency is to overthink, right? Or to give things a lot of thought. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to need to change the way you're thinking to more positive thinking, right? Instead of the fears that you're needing to work through, you're going to need to work through them and find the light, literally, because you have opportunities at hand, and I feel like you guys don't want to miss them. But it will require some strength. It will require a lot of courage to go within and to start working on releasing the fears that you're carrying around whatever your manifestations are. For some of you, it feels like you're worried that your manifestation may not come to fruition, or it may not come about in the way that you're looking for it to, or that it's just not happening, period. But I see here that you guys will be determined to pursue whatever this is. This is something you feel connected to in your heart space, whatever your manifestation is. I see that you guys are going to be going after it, putting in the work because you care about this. But it looks like there needs to be an ending to something. It looks like there needs to be some type of closure to a chapter. And this does feel like the fears or the lack of practicality also, because I'm noticing this, your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. And this right here, the Hierophant, is ruled by Taurus. So it feels like the practicality, it comes in after you put maybe an end to this chapter of your fearful thinking or your fearful thoughts. Yeah, because I do see here with the Five of Pentacles, it's like you guys come out of, almost like you come out of like victim mode. You come out of seeing yourself as not being abundant, or seeing yourself as not having it, what it is that you need to succeed. And you actually start looking towards the future and making plans. I feel like this is that practicality that Spirit was talking about. It feels like this is what needs to happen in order for you to navigate those blockages. Continue to put in the work, continue to pursue what this is, but just know you're going to have to let those fears come to a close. Work through those fears and let that cycle end. Work on that practicality. Being more practical can mean being more grounded. It is a very earth-like quality. And I feel this, like this Taurus energy. Taurus represents your possessions, your physical possessions, right? So I feel like when it comes to your manifestations, it's very much like a physical thing that you guys are worried or concerned about. But I do see towards the end, once you start making the plans, you have the sun here. I feel like you have all of this positivity. And I was talking about for the first reading for the earth signs that and you guys could have earth in your charts as well, but I was talking to the earth signs and I was letting them know that the sun represents abundance, right? It represents your manifestations, it represents growth and life and all the materializations of what you're looking for. Well, let's see what's at the back. I'm curious. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords. You guys have to move on from something that's not serving you. But once you move on from that, you can begin to look at the future with more loving eyes, right? Seeing with eyes of love. And I feel like that's what you guys are needing to do in the month of May. Look towards your future, make these plans with more love in your vision, or with a higher frequency tuned for your vision. So let's get some of these manifestation cards as advice, and we're going to close out the readings for the air signs. Let's see, what is the advice for the month of May for the air signs? Inspired action. Take action when feel desire. Follow intuition, synchronicity, supported by the universe. Maybe some of you guys have not been supported, not necessarily by the universe, but just supported, period, in your endeavors. And maybe that's what has you worried. Maybe you guys feel like you won't have the support that you need to go forward with whatever this venture is. But I feel like the universe is giving you the inspiration, and therefore you're following it. But they're only giving it to you, God, source, universe, because you have what it takes, because this is something you actually truly love and care about, and they know this and they want you to be happy. And when I say they, I mean your guides and everybody who's there helping to support, right? And we have giving and receiving. It says everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. Ooh, so for the month of May, maybe you guys need to work on giving and receiving with these acts of kindness. Maybe focusing there will help to ground you, right, in love. Maybe you guys are needing to be grounded in love, and by doing these acts of kindness, it will help tune your energy to more loving vibes, because the first line literally says everything is energy. And I feel like this giving and receiving is symbolic of you guys. You know, it's like as above, so below. So once you give and receive amongst you, it's kind of like opening the channel for spirit to give you and you receive, and like that kind of connection. That's dope. What's at the back? We have how to manifest. It looks like spirit wanted to give you guys a refresher course. So the first thing you do is state the thought, I am/I have. The next thing you have to do is believe. The next thing you do after that is feel having it. After that comes inspired action. Then you know that it's done. Then you have fun. You find the alignment and you receive. And I was just talking about like receiving from spirit. Maybe you guys can find alignment in your giving and receiving, like connection to physical, like other people, or in your physical environment right now. Let's see what's at the back here. We have crisis, restructuring life, blessings within, clearing space, bring solutions, see deepest needs and emotions. I feel like this fear that's being triggered in you guys with this manifestation, it's coming to help you guys realize some of the things that you need, some of the things that you're feeling emotionally. I feel like they're being brought to the surface so that you can deal with them, especially like in the fear aspect. That's a message. All right, guys, so that is what I have for the air signs. If you vibe with this, you can drop a comment. If you're gonna go on to the other signs, you can follow me there. If not, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and namaste. Hi, water signs, and welcome. If you are ready to find out what, if any, blockages you will experience in the month of May when it comes to your manifestation, let's see. So we have, for the water signs, this is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Seeing things for what they are, and little by little. At the back, we have look to nature for healing. So this looks like you guys need some time outdoors. Anytime I see nature, I think about grounding. So maybe you guys need to do some grounding in the month of May. Under that, we have yes, you can. And then we have ride the wave and see where it takes you. So I feel like you guys may have been questioning if you can do something, if something is possible for you, for your experience, and Spirit is wanting to confirm that yes, it is, and yes, you can do it. And you're being asked to ride the wave of whatever you're on right now, whatever you're on frequency wise, and just see where that takes you. But I feel like you guys are noticing something little by little. And this could be that you guys are noticing that your manifestations are coming to fruition little by little. You guys could also be noticing that things take time and that you need to be patient. So little by little, you're growing patience. And what tells me that is like we have the cycles of the moon, and there's development, there's growth here. So I feel like little by little, you guys are stepping into the alignment of your manifestation. And that could just be realizing that with the seeing things for what they are, realizing how the universe works, how you manifest, right? And what it takes to manifest, which is a message. Let's see what we have at the back. I am connected to the earth. So I was talking about grounding. We have two messages here about, nature and the earth. And I feel like you guys, for the water signs, are needed to get grounded. This could be for emotional healing. I see all the water here, which is really symbolic of like your emotions and your feelings. So maybe you guys are needing to balance out some emotions and heal some emotions by going into nature and being more grounded. You guys can plant your feet in my favorite thing is to plant my feet in soil or grass or sand if you have access to it, and just sit there and let the ions kind of do their thing in your feet. And it really does make a difference in your energy. So let's see what Moonology has to say for the water signs in regards to blockages towards your manifestation in the month of May. What is the message? What is the energy for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? For the water signs, Cancer, we have surrender to the divine. This immediately, whoa, my heart chakra. It felt really like surrendering whatever emotions that you're carrying. This feels like an emotional surrender. I have to be honest. Like, I feel like you guys are carrying a lot emotionally, and maybe that's acting as a blockage for your manifestation. Maybe you guys are noticing things for what they are, and you're needing to come to terms with that emotionally, right? Let's see what else is coming out for the water signs. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I feel like, let's see. I feel like for you guys, we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. And I always say that this is a card of, when you feel called to do something and you kind of don't, because it's like, why should I be the one to do it? Things of that nature. But pride can look like many different things for many of you. But we have be bold and make the first move. And then we have show the world the real you, have faith in your dreams underneath that. So you guys could be experiencing pride in the month of May in whatever your circumstance or situation is. But I do feel like the key to that is to balance spirituality and practicality. So you could, because a good way to get a nice mixture of both the spiritual and the practical is by going out into nature. That's the perfect balance of being here on planet Earth, but also very much connecting to the universe and the manifestation of God himself, right? Which is Mother Nature. So I feel like you guys are needing to really connect. It feels like there's some emotional purging that needs to happen. It feels like once you guys release whatever these emotions are, you will begin to see things clearly. It feels like that's what you're needing to do. There's something about how you're seeing things in the month of May that will be slowing up your manifestation. But let's get into tarot and see what comes out for the water signs. All right, so this is for the month of May. What is the energy for the water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have strength. And we have the Seven of Swords. All right. What do we have? Blockages in the month of May. Ooh, yep. Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So in the month of May, this looks like... All right, guys. At the back, we have Temperance. And under that, we have the Chariot, followed by the Moon. So I feel like you guys are doing some healing in the month of May. This Temperance card really does feel like bringing balance and like healing to the emotions. If you look, the angel's pouring water between the two cups. And it's interesting because we have the Two of Cups here, which feels like an emotional balance, right? Emotional harmony, emotional union. It could be like a union of your masculine and feminine energies. But I feel like once we bring the healing and once we get that balance, we have movement and it feels pretty unstoppable. And it does feel like movement into the unknown. So some of you guys could be venturing into new projects or new ventures. This could even be romantic, but I do feel like it's going to require a lot of strength. I feel like this is going to be a lot of strength to tackle whatever this emotion is or whatever these triggers are. And I feel like you guys are going to want to kind of self-sabotage and go back to maybe old ways of doing things or old ways of feeling your feelings or even old ways of like coping. But I'm seeing here that ultimately you're being asked to find some type of harmony or balance with your feelings, with your emotions. Because there is a new journey. There is a new venture happening for you guys. It looks like it's going to be time for you to embrace the new, but it only comes once you release this tendency to self-sabotage or to... Because I'm looking at the position of the cards, which is really important when you're reading tarot, FYI, right? But in the Seven of Swords, we have the character here looking in the direction of the Two of Cups, and it feels like they're going in the direction of strength. I feel like you guys are going to be using all the strength you have to find this balance, right? And to, again, not self-sabotage, but it looks like you guys are really heading in the direction of channeling whatever inner strength you have. And this is very much like Leo energy strength. And it's interesting because we have full moon in Leo. So maybe your tendency to self-sabotage is, you know, being prideful, and whatever degree that looks like for you, but maybe pride is an energy that comes up for you guys frequently, and that's why you have this tendency to self-sabotage. Maybe you feel like, you know, why should I have to deal with these emotions? I'm fine the way I am. That can be an energy of pride. But I see that you guys are being asked to take a risk, take a chance, and to really fully pursue whatever this passion that you have, like in full fury. It's interesting because a lot of the cards are facing like the strength card, and I feel like you guys are gonna need to, it's gonna take a lot for you guys to go within for the water signs. And I do feel like because you guys are water signs, you guys are prone to feeling your feels a little bit more, and they could be a little more intense for you in the month of May, which could be slowing you down, because if your emotions are out of balance or, you know, out of whack, then your manifestations can't come in. Your emotions are the signal or like the little red flags that tell you how you're doing vibrationally. And we all know like the key to attracting and to manifesting is having an alignment with your vibration. I feel like you guys are going to be putting in the work and really, because I feel like you guys are passionate about your manifestations, right? And so you're wanting to do this healing work. You're wanting to find this emotional balance. But I feel like once you do the work, this is when spirit comes in with the manifestation. It's like, okay, you did the work. Here you go. You're ready now. You know what I mean? You did the work. You did what needed to be done. You mastered the task. You proved yourself, and now you're ready to receive. You show, it's like that show and prove. It's like you can't want what you want and then not be ready for it, right? Because spirit won't give it to you. It's like you have to show spirit that you're ready for whatever this is. And once you do, you get it. And so I feel that. Let's see. Sorry, what's at the back of this deck? We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like tackling the emotions. It's tackling things from a mental perspective, but also from a spiritual perspective. That could be balancing the spiritual and the practical. And I feel like what's here too, with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you guys will be, I feel, tapping into this inner power that you have and creating from a place of power, which is beautiful. But it's like you have to almost take back your power by balancing out your emotions, because in having your emotions out of sorts, it's like you're giving away your power. Because all in all, sometimes it may not feel like this, but you really are in control of how you feel. And by not taking accountability for your feelings and doing the work to keep them in balance, you're giving away your power, so to speak. All right, water signs. So let's get some cards of advice, some manifestation cards from Spirit, and see what the advice is for May. Let's take this one, crisis. Yeah, you see, I felt that. This one feels like an emotional crisis for you guys. The air signs, I believe, got this as well. But this says restructuring life, blessings within, clearing space, bring solution, see deepest needs and emotions. Yeah, you guys are needing to tackle these deep emotions for the water signs. I feel like right now what's happening is you're clearing space, right? And because your emotions are so chaotic or like scattered in nature, by getting them in balance, you guys are actually creating room and space for your manifestation to come into fruition. So let's see. What is the advice for the water signs? That did not even want to flip. Release attachment. Ooh. Manifestation card says release attachment, be free of expectations, feel great about letting go. Longing gives vibe of not having. So maybe you guys are emotional about not having your manifestation. Maybe you guys are emotional because you have expectations and you don't see them happening that way. But I feel like right now you're being asked to release your attachment to your manifestation. I'm also hearing focus on yourself and your healing. Release your attachment to the outcome. Release your attachment to the manifestation, and then it will all come together. We have challenge. Delay or detour is beneficial. Revise/rethink. Follow signs, guidance, test before leveling up. Wasn't I just saying, like, Spirit is testing you guys? It's like you can't get what you want until you, like, Spirit sees that you're ready for it. This right here is going to be your test before leveling up. You're going to have to, little by little, work on the emotional surrendering. Surrendering to the divine. It could be surrendering also, not just emotions, but surrendering the need to have things play out the way you want them to, right? Because they will, your manifestation will come to you guys. It's just a matter of you have it in your mind that this is the way it needs to happen, and the universe is seeing things from a much broader perspective. Like, okay, you could have it that way, but this way would be so much more beneficial for you, right? And I feel like that's what this is. It's like the blessing is within the crisis. What you guys are seeing as a crisis may really be a blessing in disguise. That's a message. All right, guys. So water signs, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're going to watch any of the other placements, you can head over there next. If not, I appreciate you for sharing space and energy and time with me now. I love you, and namaste. All right, fire signs, last but certainly not least, we have, I was going to say Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We just finished the water signs. This is Leo, Sag, and Aries. What, if any, blockages will you be experiencing in the month of May as it relates to your manifestations? Let's get the energy for the fire signs in the month of May. Fire signs, it feels like you guys won't have a lot of blockages. The cards don't want to come out. Let's see. All right, we got 2. Notice predictable rhythms and gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, fire signs. It's okay to feel feelings. Fire signs. Oh, maybe that's what that was. The cards didn't want to come out because you guys, it's like symbolic of you guys not wanting to go within and acknowledge those feelings, not wanting to really like tap into those feelings. Stop and let it all grow around you for a little bit. Okay, cool. Fire signs, in the month of May, you guys are going to be feeling the feels, and Spirit is wanting to let you know that it is okay. These feelings are not a blockage to your manifestation. That's not what this feels like. This feels like, these feelings are almost like, see, whenever my nostril itches, I call that confirmation. But this really feels like almost like a little bit of a slow up, so you can deal with some of the things going on inside so that the manifestations can come very quickly. You guys have cycles going on. Notice predictable patterns. In the month of May, you will notice that there is a cycle happening. There is something, a rhythm to the things in your experience right now, and it doesn't feel like the rhythm that needs to continue. It feels like something you're supposed to be aware of so that you can put a stop to it. And then we have gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. I feel like for the fire signs, you're going to be needing to acknowledge the things around you in the month of May that you can express gratitude for, right? Somehow when you're grateful and you're noticing the things around you to be grateful for, it gives you, the universe, it rewards you, there we go, with more to be grateful for. So I feel like in the month of May, you guys are really going to need to take note of the things that you can be grateful for, even though your feelings will have you feeling like you're all over the place. Maybe this is the predictable cycle. Maybe you guys go through these emotional times where you kind of want to ignore your feelings, and Spirit is saying this is a predictable pattern that you tend to do, and it's time for you to not do that. But let's see, we're going to get some Moonology and go a little bit deeper for that fire signs. So for the month of May, what blockages, if any, will you need to be aware of / navigate through? All right, we have the energy is gaining momentum, and we have confidence is your key to success. At the back, it's time to take action. So fire signs, it's interesting because we have two fire signs. We have new moon in Aries and new moon in Leo. So some of you guys could have this in your charts. But when it comes to your manifestations, first of all, we have the answers you need are coming and prosperity lies ahead. So maybe you guys are questioning, are these things working out for you? Is the manifestation you're looking for actually coming? A lot of you guys could be manifesting money that's coming through, but I do feel like prosperity is coming in for you guys. You just have to be a little bit patient. I feel like you're needing to deal with your feelings before you can deal with anything else. But with this, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, I feel like you're needing to be proactive about something. There's a new cycle coming in and you're needing to take action towards it. But I do want to see what this new cycle is, because we have the energy is gaining momentum, and we have confidence is your key to success. So with this energy gaining momentum, I feel like things are picking up behind the scenes. I'm hearing specifically like behind the scenes. I feel like on the forefront or in the main, like the center stage for you guys in your lives in the month of May, it's going to be you focusing on your feelings. There may be things coming to the surface, things triggering you in the month of May. But I feel like this is happening because you guys, it's almost like I was saying for the water signs, like the test before the level up. You guys are needing to go through whatever shift this is in order to begin manifesting. But we have momentum, we have things picking up, we have things moving, and that's always a good thing when it comes to your manifestations. I kind of was feeling like you guys wouldn't have too much of a blockage situation in the month of May. This energy gaining momentum feels like your manifestations in the month of May actually will be moving faster. But then we have this confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. And I feel like, so Leo is like 5th house energy, right? And it rules creativity and almost stardom. So some of you guys could be in the public eye with your manifestation. But I feel like being confident will serve you well, right? Being confident is going to help you unlock that part of yourself that will attract what it is that you're looking for. Confidence is your key to success, fire signs. Okay. And so let's get into the tarot and let's see what is going to be the energy for the fire signs in the month of May. Let's get one more shuffle. I feel that. All right, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag for the month of May. What blockages? Whoa. 1 second. All right, guys, the card fell, but it was the 10 of Cups. So let's see. For the fire signs in the month of May, we have the King of Cups. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, this is all those feelings. The World, the Moon. What else do we have? 7 of Swords, and let's get one more. All right, let's see. For the fire signs in the month of May, the Knight of Pentacles. That's my slow and steady wins the race. And it's so funny, fire signs. We have at the back 6 of Wands, which is victory. And I was just saying slow and steady wins the race. It's so great. And then look, the 6 of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. So guys, with the Fool underneath that. So guys, you guys are going to be starting some brand new venture or risk or And when I say risk, it just means something new that maybe you haven't done before, or you're just trying to get off the ground. But it does feel like things will be balancing out for you guys in the month of May. And ultimately, you guys are going to be experiencing a lot of victory. This also is about like, being confident and having all the success and the accolades and the attention. So again, I feel like for a lot of the fire signs, you guys could be getting a lot of recognition in the month of May, as far as like your manifestations. Maybe you're manifesting a career where you get like views or likes or subscribers or just attention. But I do feel like that's what's coming in for the month of May. I feel like you guys are manifesting like crazy. Hold on, this was supposed to be about blockages, but I honestly don't feel too many. I feel like you guys are dealing with your emotions, but aside from that, it feels like things are really moving for you guys. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like this is talking about you guys ultimately considering or putting thought into what would make you happy, what that happiness looks like for you, for your life, and for your experience. And then we have the King of Cups, and I feel like you guys are acting from a place of, first of all, a place of power, but this feels like acting from your emotions. It's like once you get your emotions under control, or once you get your emotions well balanced, you guys begin to manifest from this bad boy, this energy, and things start to, this doesn't feel like the end. Well, obviously, if a cycle is beginning, that means something had to end. But I feel like this is more or less talking about the beginning of a cycle for you guys. And it looks like you're stepping into the unknown with the beginning of this cycle, with the beginning of this chapter. We have the moon here. Guys, with the lights, maybe next time I won't use this deck with the lights like this because it's hard for you to see, but that's okay. Bear with me. But yeah, stepping into the unknown, I do feel like for you guys, this is going to be like you have some type of habit or a tendency for self-sabotage. This has been coming out for a couple of the signs today. But you guys, I feel like as you're stepping into this new cycle, and as you're putting in the work, and as you guys are, this feels like, getting the rewards as you're pursuing what it is that you want. I feel like your manifestations are going to start to reveal themselves to you guys in the month of May. But I do feel like you guys are being asked to, regardless of, because it looks like it's tied to this energy of like the unknown and also your feelings. I feel like your emotions can sometimes cause you to get into the energy of like self-sabotage, but you're being asked to be mindful of that. Aside from that, I see that you guys are manifesting and that things are moving a little bit slowly, but there is movement. I do feel like you guys are going to be going in a really positive direction for the month of May. Just working through whatever emotions are coming up, being mindful to notice any patterns or like cycles with your emotions. Very important. Let me see something. What's at the back? We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, we have two knights here. I feel like you guys are putting in the work. You guys are moving. There is movement, which is a good thing. And it feels like it's really, again, with this Knight of Pentacles, this is tangible. This is something you can experience with your senses. And with that Knight of Cups, I feel like this is an emotional pursuit that you guys are manifesting from your emotions. But it does feel like once you guys get your emotions underway, once you get them settled and balanced, then things start to come about for you. Let me see what's at the back of this deck. A new start is coming. I was just saying that, guys. Like, I felt it. There's something new underway for the fire signs in the month of May, which is really exciting. I like this a lot. So let's get some advice for the fire signs. And let's see what the manifestation advice is for the month of May for you guys. All right. So for the month of May and the fire signs, what is the advice when it comes to their manifestations? We have inspired action and giving and receiving and visualization at the back. So this says inspired action, and it reads, take action when feel desire, follow intuition, synchronicity, supported by the universe. I feel like you guys are going to be truly supported by the universe, and that's why things are moving for you in the month of May. That's why you're starting to see things slowly but surely come about in the way that you're probably looking for them to. And with this giving and receiving, it says everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. This almost feels like you guys are manifesting like abundance, where you'll be able to give and receive to those around you more freely, more abundantly, right? This also feels like gratitude. It's like being grateful that you're able to maybe take care of your loved ones. And it's funny because I was looking at the camera and I noticed 555 when I said that. So that felt like confirmation to me. But I feel like you guys are really going to be able to create more balance in your life. Maybe it comes as a result of, the balance you have with your emotions that you find. It eventually trickles into your physical manifestation where you're able to then, balance out your life with your giving and receiving. So let me read visualization. And this says, see yourself achieving the highest possible outcome, experience, feeling, and details. All right, so when it comes to visualization, maybe you guys are seeing yourself as successful. Maybe you guys are seeing yourself in a place of balance. If you look, this person is able to give to the less fortunate. They're able to help those around them. And I feel like you guys have been seeing this for your life for quite some time. And it looks like the universe is finally going to be ready to deliver the beginning aspects of this to you. And I say that because we have at the back of the Moonology deck, again, it said a new start is coming. So this means that it's beginning for you guys. It's starting off, which is probably why I felt this like slow and steady wins the race for you guys. But all in all, it looks like a really, really powerful month for the fire signs with your manifestations. I see little things to be aware of when it comes to blocking your manifestations, but nothing too crazy. I really do feel like you guys are on a good path for the month of May. Yeah, that's what I feel. All right, guys, so I'll wrap this up and leave this here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. If you're going to go over to the other signs and watch for your other placements, feel free to do so. If not, I will leave you with these kind words. Thank you for watching, and namaste. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you vibed with this video or any of the messages, drop a comment below. Let me know how it vibed with you, how you feel, how it resonated. Even if you want to come back at the end of the month and tell me how this fit for your story, for your experience, that would be cool. Thank you guys again. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, we shall keep this beautiful family and channel glowing, growing, and going. I love you guys, and namaste.